Take a weapon. Tell Moss to clear.
My name is Thomas Shelby, and today I'm going to kill a man. She's in the past. The past is not my concern.
What makes a man dangerous? It's not his physical strength or his connections. It's something far more subtle. It's the ability to sit across from someone in a room and make them feel like you're already 10 moves ahead while they're still trying to figure out the game. That's the power Thomas Shelby mastered, the no-emotion mindset. But how did he do it? How did he stay so composed? And more importantly, can you actually learn it? That's what we're breaking down today. Number 5, the art of detachment. Thomas Shelby never made a decision based on pride, ego, or fleeting emotions. Most people act based on how they feel in the moment, how they want others to perceive them, or how they want to react to perceived slights. Thomas operated differently. Every decision he made had a single guiding principle: what serves his ultimate objective. When you're emotionally attached to an outcome, you become predictable. You become desperate. That desperation emits itself like a scent, and others will exploit it ruthlessly. But when your validation is internal, when your self-worth isn't tethered to applause, approval, or temporary setbacks, you gain a silent, invisible power. You become the person in control of the room. Think about Thomas in Peaky Blinders, sitting across from the most powerful men in Birmingham, lighting a cigarette and letting them sweat while he remains calm, measured, and untouchable. That isn't confidence in the conventional sense. Confidence still hinges on caring about outcomes. Indifference, on the other hand, is far more dangerous. He cared so little about the immediate results that he could focus entirely on the strategy, seeing beyond the current moment, beyond the small skirmishes, and into the moves that actually mattered. Detachment doesn't mean you don't care about anything. It means you care about the long game so intensely that the individual battles feel inconsequential. You can lose today, lose money, or lose respect. But if you separate your self-worth from these temporary outcomes, you become untouchable. People notice when someone is playing an entirely different game than they are, and they start taking that person seriously. When you stop reacting, when you stop chasing validation, you begin to set the rules of the room. Think about this. When was the last time you decided without worrying about what it would make others think of you? Try it next time. You'll see the power of detachment for yourself. If you think you've mastered control over your emotions, Thomas Shelby will show you just how far detachment can take you and why most people fail without even realizing it. Number 4, the power of observation. Thomas Shelby speaks less than anyone in the room, yet somehow he always says more. This isn't luck or charisma, it's strategy. He observes. Every hesitation, every twitch, every micro-expression is a clue, and he collects them like currency. Most people fear silence. They fill it because it makes them uncomfortable to simply exist without explaining themselves, defending their ideas, or proving their worth. But a man with the no-emotion mindset understands that silence is a weapon. When you stop needing to speak, when you resist the urge to justify yourself, you force others to reveal who they truly are. In their attempt to fill the silence, they expose insecurities, fears, and intentions they would have otherwise hidden. Watch any scene where Thomas negotiates, confronts, or manipulates. He doesn't shout. He doesn't over-explain. He makes observations and then waits. And while he waits, the other person crumbles, not because Thomas threatened them, but because they didn't see the calm, unshakable presence coming. Mastering observation means learning to sit in discomfort without needing to act, without needing to react, and without needing to prove yourself in the moment. It requires patience and focus. The reward is knowledge, the kind of knowledge that others waste their lives trying to acquire through words, arguments, and desperation. Try this next time in a meeting, in a negotiation, or even a casual conversation. Pause, breathe, and watch. See what people do when they think no one is paying attention. You'll be surprised at what they reveal when you say nothing at all. If you are enjoying watching the video, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Number 3. Never show your cards. A common misconception about the no-emotion mindset is that it means invulnerability. That means perfection, infallibility, and an absence of struggle. Thomas Shelby disproves this. He struggles, he feels deeply, but he chooses precisely when, where, and to whom he shows that vulnerability. Vulnerability in the wrong context is weakness. It's ammunition. To the wrong person, your struggles, insecurities, or mistakes can be exploited to destroy you. Thomas understood this. Strength isn't about pretending to be unbreakable. Strength is knowing which moments matter, which people deserve your truth, and which battles can be waged silently. Your cards, your secrets, your vulnerabilities, your intentions are the most valuable assets you have. You don't lay them down because someone demands to see them. You reveal them strategically when the time is right, when you've already gained leverage. This selective exposure is what separates the truly powerful from the merely arrogant. It's a subtle distinction, but it's everything. The people who think they need to prove their strength constantly are brittle. Thomas shows that real power comes from restraint. He can afford to be vulnerable because he has already secured his position, and anyone who tries to challenge him is playing a game they don't understand. Ask yourself this: how often do you reveal too much too soon? And how much of your power could you regain simply by holding your cards closer to your chest? Number 2, decision-making. Thomas Shelby doesn't make choices based on impulse patterns or emotions. He breaks complex situations down to their core truths. He asks himself not what he wants, not what seems fair or easy, but what serves his ultimate objective. This is decision-making stripped of emotional noise, leaving only clarity and precision. When you operate from first principles, you question assumptions, identify what is actually true, and remove the distractions of ego or fear. Most people agonize over decisions because they let emotions interfere. They second-guess, overthink, and hesitate. Thomas, on the other hand, processes emotions separately, then makes his decision independently. He feels the weight of loss, betrayal, or risk. But when the moment to act arrives, he does so without hesitation. This separation is subtle but profound. It allows him to operate strategically, to see patterns others miss, and to move 3 steps ahead while everyone else reacts. Imagine being able to make every decision with this level of clarity, to be unshaken by fear, doubt, or social pressure. That's the power of operating from principles rather than impulses. Number 1, the long game. The final piece of the no-emotion mindset is patience. Thomas Shelby understood that battles are won today, but wars are won over years and decades. Every move he makes, every risk he takes, is part of a larger strategy that extends far beyond the immediate moment. When you think in terms of the long game, losing a battle doesn't shake your foundation. Losing money doesn't destroy you. Losing respect temporarily doesn't faze you. You start seeing trends, trajectories, and compounding effects instead of isolated events. Most people fail here because they crave immediate validation, immediate results, and immediate applause. The desperate become predictable. The impatient become vulnerable. Thomas thrives in this space because he understands the subtle math of strategy, the compound effect of consistent, rational decisions over time. Small, deliberate actions repeated correctly create results far beyond what impatience can achieve. Learning to embrace this patience, to trust in the long-term payoff of your choices, is what separates the truly dangerous from the merely reactive. Ask yourself, Could you play a decades-long game if it meant sacrificing instant gratification? If so, you're already on the path to thinking like Thomas Shelby. So, which part of Thomas Shelby's no-emotion mindset do you think would be hardest for you to master? Let us know in the comments. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Warriors Code for more updates. See you in the next video.